Good evening, America.
Good evening, America.
I'm Gloria.
And I'm Christina.
And today we will be discussing my first stock.
Her first stock, y'all.
So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned.
Alright, so let's get into what today's video is all about. My first stock, which was gifted to me from my mom after I graduated college recently. And the stock that I have now in my possession is American Airlines. My mom got me 10 shares of that. And today we will be discussing what that actually even means. So let's first talk about how much the stock was when you bought it.
So just because I wanted to do something different for a gift this year, I decided, I could give her a couple dollars, maybe $100. What if we got her some stock? So I put on little certificates just between me and her, but I let her know how much her stock cost. And so I want to teach her right now how she can tell that herself. So I want you to look at your paper I gave you, and let's look at it together.
At the paper right now.
Okay, now when it says cost basis, that is the amount that you paid for that stock for each share of that stock. So what's your cost basis?
Well, according to the certificate that my mom presented me, the cost basis for my stock of American Airlines is $10.45 a share is what the paper says.
And what's the date? Well, the date purchase is the date that she was given it, and what day was that?
What day was that?
The day before. She got it the day before. We did it on Saturday, and I bought it on the Friday.
Okay, yeah, that was. I don't know what the date was, but it was that week or that day of the week.
Those two things are important. You need to always know the date that you bought your stock and the cost basis, because anytime you buy stocks and there's a profit, you may owe taxes on that stock. So that's for a lesson later on, but it's just something you need to be aware of. Cost basis is the amount that you pay for one share of that stock in the company that you're buying.
So when you got me this stock, on the certificate it says that there's 10 shares. So approximately how much would that be?
So what you're going to do is you're going to take that cost basis and times it by 10. So what is that?
100?
$104.50.
I'm not good at math, okay? I got my degree in journalism, okay? I'm a writer, not a mathematician.
Well, I'm great at math. That's my thing. I love numbers. So what does that mean? So your 10 shares are worth how much?
So my 10 shares are each worth $10.45.
Right, and then you times that by 10.
And times that by 10, so that's $100 for each share.
$104.50 for all 10 shares.
Okay, and that's all together.
All together.
Okay, so all together I have about $104 on American Airlines. So everybody catch flights. When the world opens up, American Airlines. That's the place to go.
Well, now I want to point out a few things, because also on this paper I gave you some information about your stock. So one of the things that you kind of want to know about your stock is, what's the 52-week average? Meaning, how has the stock done in the last year? So on your paper, how has your stock done in the last year?
Well, according to my paper, it says that the highest the stock was in the 52-week was $34.99.
Okay.
And the lowest it was $8.25.
So what do you think that means for your stock right now?
Well, since it's being sold at $10.45 a share, that it saw essentially a $2 jump from the year prior, I would say, or
$2 jump from its year low.
Okay, yeah.
But it's significantly lower from its year high, right?
Right, yeah, definitely.
So you definitely want to make sure that that's something you're aware of, because in stocks, they can range, as you see, it went as low as $8 and as high as what?
$34.
Yeah, in 1 year. So stocks are volatile. You do not want to invest in the stock market with money that you need right now.
Which is why I'm grateful that she purchased this one for me.
Yes, I started actually purchasing stocks for even my granddaughter. She was the first one and purchased her Twitter stock. And I can't remember how old she was when we did that. But ever since then, it's like, okay, you know what? This is something we need to do. And if the kids don't understand it and I do, then this is something that maybe I should do for them. So this is when I made the decision. I actually was going to buy the grandkids some American Airlines stock, but I didn't think that they would really understand that when I gave them their gift. Did they want money or the stock? They're kind of young, so I'm sure she would have preferred the money, and he did too. But I knew Gloria would appreciate it, so that's why we did that for her.
So I want to talk more about what else is on the certificate that my mom presented me. So we have the dividend amount, which is 10 cents on here. What does that mean?
So I like purchasing stocks that actually give back a dividend. That means if they make money and they have profits, they're giving it back to their shareholders. So that actually means that for each share that you have, you will earn a 10-cent dividend per share. So you have 10 shares, you're going to earn 10 cents per share. How much is that?
It's like $1.
It's about $1. It's not a lot, but they're giving back to their shareholders. Now, this dividend is not always guaranteed. It can go up, it can go down. But if you're buying stocks for your future and your retirement, stocks that pay a dividend actually help with the offsetting of costs, because when you open an account, sometimes there's fees associated with it. I just like stocks that pay dividends.
And is that like a yearly thing that you get the dollar, or is that a monthly thing? How does that work?
Well, sometimes it's yearly, could be quarterly. It all just depends on the company. Each company gives out their stock dividend, how they see fit. Most of the time it's yearly though, what I see.
Okay, so we have two more things on the certificate that we'll probably talk about. And the next one is the Zacks rank. And it says it's number 3, and it has in parentheses a hold.
So there's a lot of companies out there already that look into stocks. They look at their balance sheets, their income statements. They look at what news is going on with the companies, and they're already out there. So what you do is you look at those companies. What are they looking at? What stocks are they either saying buy, sell, or hold? Now on yours, we're using the Zack because that's the one that came with Fidelity, and that's just a default one I use. But there's hundreds out there that you can look up that actually research these companies. Now on yours, it says that it's a rank of 3 and it's at a hold. So that means it's not telling you to buy it and it's not telling you to sell it. What it is saying is that if you already own it, just hold it. They're not saying go out and buy a whole bunch more, and they're not saying hurry up and sell it. So it's basically just saying hold it.
Well, at least I know it's not going to go anywhere, right?
Well, again, with stocks, it can go up or down. It can go down. It went as low as $8. That means it could go back down to $8, and you actually will lose money at that point, right? If it went down to the $8.25, your money would go down to $82.50. You probably would have lost around $20. Mm-hmm. So it can go down. It can even go lower than $8.
Okay, so let's go over the last part of this. It's like an acronym, at least is what it looks like to me. But it says EBITDA. EBITDA.
What is that? Earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. Simply put, it means a measure of a company's profitability. So what does yours say?
It says 4.4 billion.
So that is the earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. That means that's how much money they make before they pay all their debts, their interest, and all the other stuff they have to pay. That's where they're at. That's their earnings.
I mean, they make money.
They do, but there is one other thing on your paper too, though.
It says bearish.
So, in the stocks, they have a thing called bullish or bearish. When you hear bullish, like right now, the stock market is what you would consider bullish. It's been going up and up and up. I think just today it was up $927 points or something. So we are in is what they call a bull market. But in March, we were in what they call a bear market when it went really down. So when you hear bearish, what do you think that means?
I think of a bear.
But just when I explained to you about bullish and bearish, when I'm telling you that when we're in a bull market right now, it's really up. But in March, we were in a bearish market and it went really down. What are they talking about your stock right there when it says bearish? What do you think that means? Is that good or bad?
I think that means it might not be good.
It might not be good. You're right. This stock is what they consider bearish. That means people, they're not recommending you buy it. Like they said, Zach says hold it. Don't buy, don't sell. So why did I buy it?
That's my big question.
Yeah, why did I buy it? Why did I buy it for her? Well, I've actually been watching the stock. I've been watching it for a while. There was really no reason why I bought it. I just was like, it's $10. It's close to where it's at its low. So, and I wanted to buy her a gift. And I said, you know what? Let me buy 25 shares and give her 10 and keep a few for myself. And I actually bought some for my, my 401k too. So it was just a gut feeling. I mean, I can't really say why. I just decided, and I just thought it'd be good. Not only that, I rode on American Airlines one time, and out of all the airlines I rode on, I liked them the best.
I mean, I heard they have free Wi-Fi, and any plane that's giving you free Wi-Fi is definitely worth a trip or two.
But full disclosure, when you buy stocks, you can lose money. I'm not recommending you buy this. As a matter of fact, Zach is saying, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Hold it. Don't buy it. Don't sell it. Don't do anything. But it was just a gut feeling. And I've been watching it for a while, and I decided to do it. So what do you think happened today?
I don't know what did happen today.
Well, today, and I don't know why, you just never really know why stocks do what they do. I mean, I didn't have any other than a gut feeling that maybe something might happen with it. I'm telling you, I had no idea that things were going to go this way. But today at 9:45 this morning, it went to $22.78 a share.
Ooh, that's a big jump from when you bought it.
Right. How much big of a jump? What is that?
Don't make me do math homework, please.
I know. It's hard for her to do it. But it's roughly about a $12 jump. That's like double your money. So like
double.
If I sold it for you right now, you'd have your $200. Right?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
So the gift that I just gave you doubled in just a few days, which makes no sense to me. That's, again, we're not recommending you buy this stock, okay? We're just doing an experiment, wanting to make her get her feet wet in it, but for some reason, once we bought it, it did some crazy things. So around 10:15 this morning, it was $21.18. So
it went down.
It did. So stocks do that sometimes. They go up and down wildly. At around 11:15 today, it was $20.43. As you watch your money go down, right? At 12:15, because the stock market closed at 1, it was around $18.64.
I mean, it's still not $10.
No, it's not. And at 1 o'clock today, it went back up to $19.62.
Okay.
So it had a wild swing today. I have no idea why it did. So I went online and I went to check it out. Why the heck did it do all this? So what I found is there's no reason. They don't know why. They say it plunged. It is actually down. It was down 41%, and all of a sudden, no, actually it went up 41% in a few days. That's remarkable. So I'm just going to quote, Motley Fool is something that I really like to look at. So there's, I guess, a journalist, Adam Levine. He wrote, the only news that American Airlines is significantly increasing its capacity in July compared to the past couple of months. Considering Americans' extremely weak balance sheet, the news certainly did not justify such a big jump. So they really don't know why it went up. I don't know why it went up. I was buying it just to keep it in my, 401k as a long-term investment. I don't own any stocks currently in airlines. So I thought, hey, why not? But yeah, so again, with stocks, completely volatile. You definitely don't want to invest money that you do not have. But again, you're up right now. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I definitely feel, I felt really good in the beginning when it was around $22. That was the best I felt. But, I mean, at least it's not lower than what we originally bought it for. But knowing that it's $19 now is, I don't know if it's comforting or if it's a good or a bad feeling, just because you don't know if it can go down even more.
Well, again, when I purchase stocks for my retirement, it's always long-term. I'm not going to be selling it back and forth. But when I purchase stuff in my own brokerage account, sometimes if there's a good profit, I might take it. We'll see.
All right. Well, thank you for talking to me about American Airlines with the people of YouTube. Stay tuned for our next installment where maybe I get a bullish stock instead of a bearish one.
And again, we are not recommending you buy this stock. As a matter of fact, we probably shouldn't have bought it ourselves either, but
you probably don't want it. But we're going to tell you what it does.
It was just a gut feeling, and we're just going to go for it.
All right. So thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
And we will catch you guys in another installment. Once again, this is Good Evening America. I am Gloria.
And I am Christina.
Thank you guys for tuning in.